Okay, so our next question that's come on board. So when others parent or don't parent your child, such as giving foods or new experiences without asking or acknowledging yourself as the parent.
Yeah.
So outsider influence, how do we deal with that?
That's a good one because, again, I was brought up by a whole lot of mums.
Right.
There was a time back in the 60s and 70s where the village brought up your child.
Yes.
If I see your father, you are going to be in trouble. And it wasn't my mum saying that. It was like the neighbour 3 doors up going, if your father finds out, well, I'm going to fill him in. And then, and when Uncle John said it, it meant more than your parents saying it.
Right.
And so that was how it used to be. It's not that anymore. I get that. For me, I still love people speaking into my children's lives. I still love them. And I think the way to set that up with your family, friends, extended friends, people that could have that kind of impact in terms of food and experiences. What's the agreement? Normally there's no agreement. We just kind of hope or we assume or we expect. And so then I can come back to the agreement. Hey, Mum.
Yeah, right.
You got my 2 until 5 o'clock.
Yes.
I need to make an agreement with you.
Yeah.
What's the agreement? Well, I know you love giving my children snakes, lollies, and I know
Alan's
they love
only.
them. Alan's only. I'm a natural confectionery person, by the way. I don't think there's no commercial relationship with any of those companies. And I need to set up an agreement. Oh, well, the kids love it, and I know. And I go, that's okay too, because it can be your thing. It can be your ritual. The agreement I want is, can we maybe have no more than 3? Because then you can be grandma and you can be amazing and they're going to love you because grandma gives us lollies.
Yes.
Yeah, great. 3 of them, not the whole packet, because when I get them home, Mum, it's crazy and life is horrible and I'm thinking bad thoughts about you and I don't want to think bad thoughts about you. I want to think loving thoughts about you, and so I need an agreement that we can put it down to 3 and you can still be the bearer of great lollies. I just need an agreement. How do you feel about that? Can you agree to that? And you actually have to say, can you agree to that?
Yeah, right.
And until you get a yes, you don't have an agreement.
Okay, nice.
In principle, and then I want to test the agreement again.
Yeah, right.
So I get, firstly, the agreement in principle. So is that okay? I need to get a yes. And then, so, Mum, when I pick up my kids today at 5 from you, and thank you for having them so I can go to work, 3 lollies after school, that's it. So that's what we're agreeing, right?
Okay, yes, we do.
Right? You can still be the giver of great things. Heaps of
Beautiful.
love in just 3. So it comes back to managing agreements, not people.
Nice. Yeah, right.
Otherwise, we just expect and assume or instruct even.
Yes.
No lollies.
Yeah, right.
That's an instruction.
Right.
That's not an agreement.
Yeah, right.
And you can do the same thing with your kids. Practice on your kids. Do we agree that this is going to be this way? Well, yeah, so let me just check. So you agree next time this happens, you're going to pick up those things and put them over there. Or I'm going to put them in the bin. And then you'll have to find them out of the bin. Is that where you agree? Yes, okay. There's the consequence,
right.
Like, okay, good.
Yeah,
and now you've got an agreement.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Come back to the agreement and not the person. Hey, Mum, we had an agreement. I'm not coming back to you, Mum.
Yeah, right.
Is everything okay?
Oh, I like that.
My kids are out of crazy. Yeah, I know. We had an agreement.
Yeah, right. So
Remember
it's almost
agreement?
taking, like, agreement becomes like a third party person.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I want to come back to the agreement.
Right.
Like if you were buying a car, you would enter into a contract, and then if there's any questions, we'd come back to the agreement, or a house, or a business, or whatever. Nice. So manage the agreement, not the person.
Yeah, love it.
And what they're doing, because unless you have an agreement, anything they do is okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the hard part. Good luck with that one.
Love that one.
Practice on your own kids first.
Stick around and we'll answer the last question in our series.